Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another Grand Tekkit video. How you doing? Just got back from off the road, out here chilling with some of these villagers, and I thought I'd show you guys what I did while on the road. I did three simple things, simple projects rather, excuse me. One was a red and blue dope wafer that doesn't back up, I'll go over that later, as well as an adjustable TNT cannon, remote controlly operated. Moving on to this, which is what I want to show off. This guy right here makes everything short of 5-6 items available in railcraft. So let me go over the basics, and while I'm at it, I love flying through this stuff. Anyways, so over here in the beginning, we have our master on and off switch. So this controls everything. Here in number 9 is a remote on and off in case I'm across the map and this stuff freaks out and causes lag. Let me put the remote away. Here's a standard loop going at max power, creating excess EMC, which is producing right now coal and iron as well as other stuff we'll get to later. Now the basic railcraft, for those who don't know, is you need to make a coke oven with coke oven bricks in a 3x3x3 with an empty square in the middle, and it produces coke, coal, and creosote oil. Probably mispronounced that. Anyways, as you can see, this isn't pause. It is just that excruciating slow. So this is the bottleneck of the whole thing. Anyway, so you can use the coke coal to make a blast, not to make one, but to use here in the blast furnace, which is a 3x3x4 with 2 empty squares in the middle, which you can use to make steel. You could also use charcoal, I suggest. Cheaper, easier to produce, and you don't have to wait so long to make it. Downside is it's 4-to-1 ratio rather than 2-to-1 with the coke coal. Anyways, I can go into further detail if anyone wants, but say so in the comments. Otherwise, I'm just going to scheme over all this. So the oil is used in here to make, and this is designed to make wooden ties. Wooden ties, let me show you, can be used to make many things, mainly this guy, which is used to make basically all except for a couple of the rails in railcraft. So that's what's happening here, sent over here. Then I have this distributing them to, I think it was 22 different locations. So anyways, that's with the oil. The steel gets separated here. That goes somewhere I'll cover in a minute, and then goes here. Now, in railcraft, the other specialty is a rolling machine, right here, which is used to make standard rails. Now, oops, I did that backwards. There we go. The thing with this is you have to do this with a rolling machine, which is what I showed you. A rolling machine can only be loaded and unloaded using a unloader and a loader. So what's happening here is I'm feeding up that chest. See if this will work. Nope, just missed it. Feeding up this chest, which will eventually feed 6 into that cart, which will send it out as I get stuck. Exciting footage. As it goes over here to this unloader, which loads into the rolling machine, which then feeds it to this loader, which then feeds it to this cart, which then feeds it to this unloader and this system, which distributes out to 18 different locations, I believe. I lost count. Anyways, so that's what happens with that. So again, all that just to make this guy right here. And that's just the basic track. Just a quick showing of some of the more advanced ones. Same with other ones. Anyway, so that's the basic production. Quickly, this section right here is the basic rails as well as wooden rails. This section with the sheep right there is, this guy right here is all advanced rail production, which using a rolling machine. Excuse me. And this section right over here with the overlapping pipes, a new design, is all a high-speed rails. So all these guys here. Now, to make those, you also need the same system I showed over there with the loaders, unloaders. So that's the only way to automate the rolling machines, is to use carts. So, okay, now, where was I? Sorry, I'm getting lose track easily. So that's how that works. Again, I can go in greater detail. Otherwise, I'll just scan over it. Now, back to the flow. That's making coal. Yeah, coal. That's making iron. And I'm sending all that right here, which goes up here and to here, coal. Anyway, so all the excess is what I'm getting to, including all the excess from the EMC generator, goes down here, produce brass and iron. Again, for iron is being used to make concrete. The brass is used to make metal fencing. And then all the excess from that even goes down here to make all the extraneous stuff I need to make all this fancy rails. So there's a concrete production and the stone bed for right here. All this gets fed down here to make all the special tracks. So that's the end of that loop. If we go over here to part 2, thrilling stuff, I tell you. I don't know, I find this fun, especially if you look at the mini map up there, it almost looks like a circuit board. I don't know, I just find this fun. All this excess EMC is used to make all the advance rails. So if I just rearranged my whole menu. So all this stuff is what's being produced here. Oh, by the way, crowbar is the screwdriver to this system. You use it to adjust all the machinery. So that's all being made right here, actually, for the crowbar. So again, excess material goes down here. This is making the loader and the unloader. You need a detector for that. So this is a loader. No, I believe this is the unloader. Yep. And this is the loader. The difference is which is on top, which is on bottom. Over here is making lamps. These guys right here. And these, which pretty colors here, are making all the different circuits, as well as making these guys and all these different control units. Oh no, I need a circuit there to show you what that does. Oh, is that? No, that's going to orange. Sorry, thought I could show you. Anyway, so that's making all the signals for the rails. Excuse me. With railcraft, you can use signals to move carts and tell them where to go. It's a really great system. Over here, as we continue on again, following the flow, this goes here and makes... Oh, I forgot about elevated tracks in the beginning. So that actually doesn't require a rolling machine. Simple build. Over here... This, continuing down, is making something very nice. For those who've seen the latest Volts video, you know what that is. For those who don't, may wonder why I'm going all the way out here to use it. That's a bore, a tunnel bore. And this is its head. So that little right there is making infinite amount of those, which is going right here. There you go. And there you go. Again, if you want me to go in greater details, yada yada, about the specifics of each automated machine, let me know. This right here is making all the different types of detectors, as you can see there. And then finally, excuse me, the end. This deletes any excess material that happens to make it this far. So there you go. In a very quick and not very well explained nutshell, this machine will again make infinite amounts of everything in railcraft, short of, let me show you, carts. I haven't made any of these yet. They're pretty simple. I'll just add them on. The only complicated one will be, of course, the MFE and the MFSU. but I made machines before that made those, so that'll be incorporated when or if I incorporate this back to my master sorting tower. The reason I did it here is on the road it's impossible to use that save file because my laptop can't handle something that massive. So I just did a new world. I'm going to import all this into it and incorporate it. So speaking of stuff to import and incorporate, over here is something I'm a little proud of. I solved a problem with the blue doped and red doped wafers. This is a blue electric furnace. Its problem, it has one in. So you have to feed everything through this one in. The issue becomes eventually one will overcome the other. So eventually this will be all filled with sands, usually. So what I've done over here to solve that is I feed everything I need into this box. Then I use a sorting machine to pull out what I need for just one. So every tick, roughly, I'm making just one item. Now, to prevent this then from filling up, I have this that pulls out any extra stacks and deletes them. It's wasteful, but it's clean and efficient. So now I'm making an infinite amount of dope wafers, blue and red, so I could finally move on to the next stage. Which is funny, I couldn't, that's why I did this, is I had trouble here, is I did all that because I couldn't figure out this issue. So now on to something more fun. This was more of a proof in concept, that's why it's not hooked up to anything to make it infinite. Is an adjustable TNT cannon. Basically I have 4 layers and wired up 4 differently, so if I want to, I was going to hook up to this machine and send out a, have it control it CPU wise. Anyway, so this is level 1. That was the wrong sound effect, but hey. Level 2. Level 3. And level 4. Boom goes the dynamite. So this was just a proof in concept, something I worked on the road, as well as I was trying to make an elevator, a quick one, but that fell to the wayside while I was working on these two. So, and again, just, I know I'm rambling, just trying to get through this quickly because I did one record of this and it was 40 minutes of me explaining the intricacies of this. So, just wanted to do a quick video of what I did while on the road. Hopefully I'll be moving this stuff into the Grand Tekkit world. Also, coming up soon, I have a road kit now, so I'll be able to make these videos while on the road, as well as on the 30th, if everything goes according to plan, we'll have Alpha of the Og Ventures. So that'll be nice. Otherwise, I'll continue working on this. And again, thanks again for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.